Hey cats, it's your midsole man, Eddbud here. The new ADIDAS PRIMEX Strung 2 is set to launch very soon, though the price is reportedly €300, about £265 here in the UK. It's an astonishing price really for a shoe that people probably aren't going to be able to easily test out unless they can go into an Adidas store, and there's very few of those bricks and mortar outlets anymore anyway. As such, it got me thinking as to what bargain shoe rotation you could come up with for 265 quid. I went searching for 3 pairs of shoes for that same amount, offering probably significantly more value and versatility. What did I find out? Let's take a look. Hey people, in today's video I'm looking at 3 shoes for the price of 1. That PRIMEX Strung 2 being about €300 apparently, or 265 quid. I reckon I can find some awesome deals and get 3 pairs of running shoes for that same price. Let's get to it. Right, so some initial searching, I found the ADIDAS PRIMEX Strung. The first version is heavily reduced now. When you are going to get a new version of a shoe, they always reduce that previous one a little bit. You can pick that up for about 161 quid over at Sport Shoes, though that's only going to leave me about 100 or so quid to buy another 2 pairs. So I think we'll discount that one for the time being. How about grabbing the ADIDAS Pro 3? They've got a couple of colorways of that at sportshoes.com. That could be a great long range or race shoe option. They're currently about £153, which is superb for such a great shoe. Although I did find an additional code over at sportshoes.com. I think it's only for this bank holiday weekend that we've got in the UK at the moment. That brings it down to £138.59. That leaves us loads of money to buy another couple of pairs. So the ADIDAS Pro 3 kind of covers racing and long runs, perhaps some premium sort of training sessions too. What about the ADIDAS 8 from Adidas? That's also discounted at the moment on Sports Shoes, down to £108 with the same code again, making for a lower stack pace shoe. Though perhaps we can cover those speed sessions with the ADIDAS Pro 3. Is it just too much of a muchness? It's a good price, but I think we'll leave that one for the time being. Now, they do have the Hoka Rincon 3. That's one of those very light sort of options from Hoka. Loads of exposed midsole there, but that would kind of cover some daily running, I suppose. Loads of colorways available for that one. It's about £76 on discount. That's going to leave us with the same amount again to try and find perhaps a long run shoe. I do like the Rincon 3. It's a very light option and readily available in tons of colorways. Could be ideal for some daily cruising for this 3 shoe rotation. I guess the only downfall with that one's durability, I suppose. Still quite a lot of money for something that's not going to really last that long. I did find a pair of the Triumph 20 from Saucony on a deeper discount. That could fit the long run shoe requirement perfectly. Stacks of cushion there and a really reasonable price. It's the same midsole and outsoles we've got on the Triumph 21, so that one's superb in fairness. I think that's a great deal to me, so we'll go with that for the long run. Though sadly it only leaves me a paltry 30 quid to try and find some sort of daily shoe. Though a Reebok coming in with the clutch discount offer. Now this is a real stonker. They got the Float Ride Energy 5 at a mad price of £35 thanks to a discount code. I mean, we've got to go with this Battleship Grey version, but hey, you know, for that sort of money you can't moan, can you? So it was £44, but with this additional code even lower, down to 35. Energy 5 is a real nice daily offering, and it completes our 3 shoe rotation for just over the asking price of the PRIMEX Strung 2. So 3 pairs there for the price of 1, people. It just goes to show that some of those top end shoes, when they first come out, they're just a crazy price. You can get 3 pairs. It's quite unbelievable when you consider it. Is it worth that? Is it worth 3 pairs of shoes? I'd argue that no, it isn't. Maybe the PRIMEX Strung first version is, but yeah, until we get this other one in hand. So our first 3 shoe rotation is the ADIDAS ADIDAS Pro 3, the Triumph 20 from Saucony, and the Reebok Energy 5. I think that covers some racing, some long runs, and your daily stuff too. I'm going to go again, as we've got loads of time left in the video. What can I find this time? So we're going to go again with sportshoes.com. Those guys have always got some deals with the Metaspeed Sky Plus this time. A super discount for around £140 with that additional 10% bank holiday discount. I think it's almost impossible to find a deal that's better than that. This is a top level, top tier race shoe. I mean, that model was £225 at retail, so getting 85 quid off is amazingly good value. It's not to be sneezed at. Awesome grip, and the Flight Foam Turbo midsole is unmatched in my humble opinion. It is my 10k PB shoe, that one. They've got limited sizing though, so if you are going to pick this one up, get in there quick. They do have my size, so technically it is still on this second 3-shoe rotation. So that leaves me with about £125 to grab 2 other shoes for the training rotation. I think I put the ASICS shoe aside for racing and premium training sessions only. That Flight Foam Turbo is a little bit more fragile than some of the others. I managed to find a deal next for the Puma Deviate Nitro 2 in this blue colorway. I believe it's one of the first mile editions, so meaning it's got some more recycled content in there. That was discounted down to £124 on Puma's website, but there's another code to take another 25% off, bringing it down to 93 quid, so just south of 100 notes. I think that's a superb price for a nice soft yet very propulsive shoe. Really great for some faster paced training runs, probably do some long runs in it too, and it's super durable. I think at this price it's really hard not to go for the Puma. It just ticks off loads and loads of boxes for this shoe rotation. So taking 93 quid off of our 125 that's left, it leaves me £32. Can I find something worthwhile to pick up for that? It's probably going to be quite tough. It's not a great deal to play with. Could I grab the Energy 5 again from Reebok? Surely there must be something else out there though for that amount. What about the Liberate Nitro? I did manage to find one pair of that in the Fire Glow style for about 47 on discount. I mean, we're pretty close there. We're only about £15 over the amount we've got to spend in the budget. Another option, the Velocity Nitro 2 for 45 quid with some extra discount. I think that's probably just about close enough for jazz. Look round the house, find a few pennies that have dropped behind the sofa or something. Maybe you could collect some bottles and return them to your local supermarket. I think the Velocity Nitro 2 gives us a really decent, reasonable daily option. There's some appropriate cushion there and some decent grip as well underfoot. If you're perhaps running something that's not really a speed session, just some daily miles, the Velocity Nitro 2 will be absolutely fine. So with this one, I'm about 13 quid over budget, sadly. It's been quite tough actually to try and find 3, really reasonable, good quality shoes for the same price as that Primex 2 Strung. This time we had the Metaspeed Sky Plus, the Puma Deviate Nitro 2 First Mile, and the Puma Velocity Nitro 2. So that's my 2-3 shoe rotations for the price of one. What would your selections be with the same constraints? Let the runners know down in the comments. Hope you enjoyed this one, people. Bit of fun for you today. Today's musical interlude comes from DJ Qbert with Wave Twisters episode 7 million, Sonic Wars Within the Protons. This was recorded back in 1998 by DJ Qbert, and it's one of those selections that you put on and you just wonder about the incredible technique put on by that guy. Really, it's quite amazing actually some of the sounds he manages to coax from his turntables, and he puts together this wonderful patchwork quilt style sonic assault on your ears. There's some fantastic beats here, gallons of bass and a little distortion here and there just to sort of crunch up the drum sounds. I love all the sci-fi effects and some of the transform scratching here. Really, really worth checking out if you like that type of music. Wave Twisters from back in 1998 by DJ Qbert. Thanks for tuning in, people. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. Help the channel out to continue to grow by hitting that subscribe button, but also click the bell for notifications too. Give this video a thumbs up, like, and share it with your running buddies. My name's Eddbud, and I'll be seeing you